Success across several African cities made my company stronger than ever, but it also made us more visible. One morning, my management team brought troubling news. A new distribution company had entered the market with almost the exact same system we used. Their strategy, pricing, and even the way they recruited street vendors looked strangely familiar. It felt like someone had been watching us very closely. Soon we discovered the man behind the new company, a sharp and ambitious businessman named Victor Adeyemi. He was known in business circles for building companies quickly and aggressively pushing out competitors. What worried me most was how fast his company was expanding. Within months, some vendors began whispering that Victor's company might soon dominate the market. For the first time in years, I realized someone was not just competing with me, someone was actively trying to replace me. Victor's strategy was ruthless but clever. His company offered extremely low prices to attract vendors away from my network. Some of my partners even received offers to leave and join his organization with higher salaries. It was not just competition anymore, it was a silent war for control of the streets. Every day reports came into my office about vendors switching sides. The same markets that once celebrated our arrival now had two competing trucks delivering goods. My team expected me to respond with the same aggressive tactics. But something about this battle felt deeper than money. Victor was not only trying to win business, he was trying to erase the story of the boy who built an empire from the streets. Determined to understand my rival better, I began researching Victor's past. What I discovered surprised me. Years ago, Victor had also grown up struggling in a crowded neighborhood not far from where I once hawked goods. But unlike my journey, his path into business had been filled with setbacks and failed partnerships. Many people had underestimated him, and over time he developed a reputation for doing whatever it took to win. The more I learned about him, the more I realized something important. Victor was not just fighting my company. He was fighting his past, the years when people told him he would never succeed. In a strange way, our stories were similar, but our choices were different. Where I had built loyalty, he had built fear. Where I believed in long-term growth, he believed in fast domination. Instead of attacking Victor directly, I returned to the same strategy that built my empire in the first place, empowering the vendors themselves. We introduced training programs, healthcare support, and small savings plans that helped street vendors secure their future. Slowly, they began seeing that our company was more than just a supplier, it was a community. Meanwhile, Victor's aggressive pricing began creating problems inside his own company. Suppliers complained about low margins, employees struggled with unrealistic targets, and vendors began noticing the difference between short-term promises and long-term stability. Little by little, the silent war began shifting in our favor. One evening at a business conference, fate placed Victor and me in the same room. For the first time, we faced each other not as distant rivals, but as two men who had both fought hard to escape the struggles of their past. Instead of anger, I felt something unexpected, respect for the determination that had brought him this far. Our conversation lasted nearly an hour. We spoke about business, the streets that shaped us, and the responsibility of building something meaningful. By the end of the discussion, something surprising happened. Instead of continuing the war, we began exploring the possibility of collaboration. Because sometimes the strongest empires are not built by destroying rivals, they are built by turning rivals into partners.